missed yesterday's video journal because I was being present and it was a really good day. But I did feel kind of like I missed out on documenting that day, but it's okay. Part of me, I just want to be able to document everything so I can like share the connections of the magic of life with you guys. But there's also times where I'm going to have to live and be fully in the present, and I can always update you guys later and update my future self later because these videos are for me to document my journey of interacting with the magic of life, of seeing how everything connects, of helping other people. Well, first of all, I mean, I feel like I'm on a lot of journey. It's hard for me to sum it up, and hopefully, at some point, I can condense whatever the heck I'm trying to do. But I'm on a journey to tap into. I'm on a journey where I want to use the energy of the world to be in alignment with my purpose, be in alignment to my happiness, to help me stay on the path that I was brought into this world to be on. I want to live authentically. I want to live and be happy because I am living in my truth. And I also want to use the guidance that was placed here in this life, the tools that was placed here in this life, the energy, earth that was placed here, obviously, that we're living on. I want to use all of the tools that was here for us, along with my internal self, my intuition, my heart, and obviously the guidance of God and my guides and my ancestor, my spirit team, to live a meaningful life, a happy life. Live the life that I want to live, not they. And I want to help others do the same. And that is what I'm doing here. And one day, I don't know, it'll be condensed in a way that makes more sense. But yeah. So every day I like to come on camera and document my day. I like to talk about the current astrology. Well, some of the current astrology. I really love talking about the moon. The sun and the moon are like the easiest things to keep track of on a daily basis. And they're very important because the sun, whatever the placement or whatever the energy, I like to say, and when I say whatever the energy the sun is in, I mean whatever sign the sun is in. But, or even like position, if it's, a sunset or sunrise, sunset, but mainly what sign it's in. Because whatever sign or whatever energy that the sun is in will impact us, how we feel, our energy. It will impact our like soul. It will impact our vitality. How healthy do we feel? How tired do we feel? How motivated how do we feel? How energized and all that. And then whatever sign the moon is in will connect to what we need in that moment to feel our best, like on an emotional level and on a physical level. Okay, the moon is how we are able to take care of ourselves. What are our self care needs? What do we need to take care of ourselves so we can manifest, or we can feel good internally, so we can, and that connected to the sun, which is our vitality. And also the sun has to do with our creativity. The sun has to do with our bigger soul's purpose. It's what makes us alive. It's literally what keeps us alive. And the moon is what keeps, so the sun is what keeps our goals alive and our biggest purpose and our vision and makes us, that what nurtures us to feel alive. But our moons is our souls. Our moon is our intuition. And what accumulates here, it starts here first. And then we can use the energy of the soul, of the energy of the sun to to create that life, to have the confidence to go after it and express ourselves. So, anyways, everything will make sense, I guess, as I document everything. But that's the why I'll talk about, like, oh, today the sun is in Aries, and it's going to be in Aries until for the whole Aries season, which I think ends on like April 19th or something like that. I don't know, don't quote me, but somewhere at the end of April. So we'll be in this Aries energy, which is very fiery, which is very giving the energy. The energy of the sun right now is giving the energy of, like, go for it. Whatever you have been wanting to do in your life, now is the time to start. To Aries is the starter. Aries is all about the planet that rules Aries is Mars. Mars is about the, like, your drive, your desire. It what gives you that energy, and it having, with Aries, it's all about, once again, the energy of the sun right now, and what is helping us accomplish, or giving us, like, imagine the sun being like the battery that charges us up, or I don't even know how to describe it, but you know what I mean. It's like the helper to for what the energy of the world is. So it's also, so it's about, like, now that's why I don't know if people watch a lot of astrology videos or spiritual videos, but now is like planting your seed, starting. So if you feel more inspired to, like, do something that has been within your heart for a while, especially since the beginning of this year or whatever, you just starting something new right now is great. And what I like about astrology is that you can look at where in your life that you need to start something, that you are going to start something, most likely, whether it be on a small level or a big level. And with astrology, you can look at this, like, there's different sections of your life, and you look at what section does Aries rule. That's where the sun is beaming, shining in on your life, telling you that you need to pay attention to this. You need to connect with this at this time, because that will help you in the future. That this is giving you a, like, go, yes, green light. Like, this, if you focus on this at this time during Aries season, you're going to feel your best. You're going to feel your most alive, your most vital, your most creative, your most confident. And energy changes. So once Aries season leaves, and then we get into Taurus, I believe that's what's next. Then we get into the energy of Taurus. But a lot of the times, everything connects. First off, everything connects, okay? In life, everything. So what we do during Aries season is going to help us throughout Taurus season and Gemini season, and so on and so on and so on. So the thing that I've realized is, like, do you need astrology? No. Do you need to do spiritual practices? Not really. Really, we just need to trust our hearts and lead with our hearts. To stop leading with our minds, because our minds, you can't trust your mind, because a lot of the things that you think are not even your thoughts. It's been things that other people have told you, or subconsciously you've learned as a child, and all that stuff like that. And this is a person that has been anxious, has struggled with anxiety, has struggled with always thinking of the worst case scenarios, have been a worrier, and all this stuff like that. And what hell has helped me through my anxiety is being, like, when I really started to become, like, I guess, spiritually awakened or whatever, and really learn that we are not our thoughts. Somebody put most of those thoughts there, unless we are conscious, like, unless we went through a whole awakening and decided to, like, but even still, till this day, I still have random thoughts that come in my head, and I think, and that's like crazy thoughts, and I have to, like, laugh and like tell myself like that, like those are not my thoughts. Like sometimes I even say it out loud because because the thing is, if you're an empath, and an empath is somebody who, for example, if you're near somebody who's really sad, if you're an empath, you're going to feel that sadness to almost an uncomfortable level to where you start to feel sad, and you get just pick up on people's energy very like a lot. And that's the most basic version of empath, but sometimes like energy, like what energy people are emitting or emitting, you get affected by that easily. And you could just sense it, like it's like literally like you can feel it, like it's fire burning near you. Like you can feel if somebody's sad, you can feel if somebody's happy, you can feel if somebody's mad, and it just, I don't know. So anyways, the point is, when you are an empath, you are pretty much energetically open to receiving people's energies, to even receiving things that come in your mind that aren't yours, and everything like that. So anyways, I'm just kind of like literally word vomiting right now. Like is anyone keeping up? Does anybody agree? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? This is not what I meant to talk about today. I just started rambling, and this is what's coming out of my mouth. I'm here to talk about the fact that the moon has transitioned into a different sign, and or a different energy, and the energy of today, yesterday it actually changed signs, and it went into Sagittarius. So now we are in the energy of Sagittarius, as far as like the moon is in Sagittarius. So that means that the moon connects to, like I said, our physical and our emotional needs right now. So what causes like feeling within us or something like that? Like what do we need to physically and emotionally feel taken care of on a soul level? Okay. Because we talked about how Aries, is in the sun, and it's all about like going after the things that we want. Aries is giving big like confidence, doing being going after what you want independently, having the courage, being fearless, go start. So that's what we're getting. But also, once again, the moon changes different. The moon, our souls, our physical needs and our emotional needs change like once it changes every like 2 to 3 days. So I like to say whenever the moon changes into a different sign, we're kind of getting a preview. And when any of the planets change into a different sign that is not our natal signs, that is not the signs that is within our astrology charts, we are getting a preview or a little taste of what it's like to be in the energy of different signs. Okay. And depending on how compatible it is with our natal sign. So, for example, I am an Aries moon. Today is a Sagittarius moon. Aries and Sagittarius are compatible. They're two fire signs. So when the moon is in Sagittarius, and I know this because I've been tracking for the past year plus, I've been tracking and documenting outside of social media. I've been documenting it in my journals. Mostly every day I try to like think about like how did I feel that day, and how did that feeling connect to whatever sign that the moon is in. And it's so cool because a lot of you just see the connections. And then also whenever now I have an idea of like, okay, now I know when the moon is in this sign, I feel like this. So you kind of, can kind of get it. It's like you living with, or like you're merging with the energy and the natural cycles of life instead of being against it. You are aware of the energy, so then you can easily flow through it, or you can flow through it easier. Sometimes we are going to be in struggle times because life is about highs and lows, ups and downs, good and bad, sad and happy. So we go through that. But if you are aware of it already, and you can know that by using tools such as astrology, such as spiritual practices, such as like, getting intuitive readings or whatever you need, or any guidance, it's just kind of like I like to call it like a cheat code or a heads up. If you can see something coming, can't you better easily react to it? And then if you're in tune with yourself, then you can know what you need to get through it, rather than you just being like do you want to just be a reactor of life? Do you want to just go through life reacting to whatever freaking comes your way, or do you want to go in with the freaking like a manual and know, and like a body shield, and you're prepared, I don't know. So that's how I look at like using the energy of life, and using the tools, or using the energy of the world, but also using the tools that were offered to us, and also being open, like being connected to our bodies, and having a developing a good relationship. That's one of the really things I really want to start helping others with, is like, how do I describe it? Making your body your number one best relationship. As in, when you feel a sensation in your body, if that sensation is telling you, yes, go here, this is where you should go, or no, like, don't do that. And it's our body, it's our hearts, not our minds. You can't listen to your mind. Not your mind be playing tricks on you once again. And a lot of our minds are programmed by what our family told us, about what society tells us, about what the whatever, and it's not ours. So that's not your mind. So that's something you shouldn't listen to. I'm sorry. Like, I mean, you can take people's advice, but you should listen to what your heart is telling you first. And that's even for me. I go through this, like, I'm very intentional about like coming on camera and helping people, as a person who identifies as like or who has tapped into their intuition. So I can say I am an intuitive person, but I don't want to come off as this like person that's trying to tell you your life path. And I mean, if you want, like, if people want an astrology reading, but I'm always going to lead with helping people learn to connect to their hearts, and AKA their intuition first, and then using astrology and other stuff as just tools, extra guidance. Because of course, and that's what I do. That's why every morning I do a spiritual practice that involves me meditating for about 15 to 20 minutes. And then I pull some oracle cards, because oracle cards, you don't have to do that, but unless you're just super intuitive and you really trust like your feeling and like your heart and what's telling you. Because what I've learned through doing my meditations, I've started to like receive like these downloads, and downloads are pretty much like when you get thoughts in your mind that feel right. And once again, you only know what feels right when you have developed a relationship with your body, and you do that through like meditating, being still with your body for like consistently every day, showing up and all this stuff like that. But as I've started to notice the yeses in my body and the nos in my bodies, and just having a better connection with my heart and my mind, my body and my heart, my spirit, soul, whatever, then I felt like that like opened me up to receiving any guidance that I needed. And I believe that God, or anybody, when I say God, that's just but I believe we all, like higher power, universe, I believe they're all one and the same kind of thing. It's a higher power, and that higher power speaks to us through our hearts and helps guide us to what is right for us. Keyword, for us. It may not be what's right for our boyfriends, our best friend, our mom, our sister, our brother, but that is the power of knowing that we're all on different paths. And it's okay. We don't have to do what Samantha told us to do. Even though this advice helped Samantha, that was right for Samantha and her path. That may not be right for you. Your name is Bobby. That may not be right for you, Bobby. You need to listen to your heart and learn to trust that first. Then after you kind of have an idea of where you naturally stand, then it's okay to open your, be obviously like it's okay to like listen to other people's advice because you can learn a lot from other people. But you shouldn't prioritize other people's advice over your own intuition. So anyways, I don't know where all that came from, but I just felt like that's just what was on my heart. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about the moon. The moon is entered into Sagittarius. So I like to say like this is what that means, okay? So I wrote a little something. Ooh, oh my. You know what? We're going to act like we didn't hear my freaking bones crack. What am I? 80 years old? Once again, if you're 80, oh, I'm so happy for you. I was going to say I can't wait, but I'm very happy because I feel like I'm going to be a great 80-year-old and I hope that I can live to that long. But what am I saying? I don't know. I'm just trying to make myself not feel bad or make anyone that's 80. If someone is 80 watching this, oh my gosh, can we talk? I would love to talk to older people who are older and wiser, especially like people who are already spiritually connected and know about about this, who are spiritually connected, let's just say, or connected to their souls and their bodies. I would love to talk to somebody who's that old because they will have so much knowledge to give. I'm a newbie. I don't even like to say that, but it's been like maybe like I just had this whole spiritual awakening like maybe 2 years ago. And a year ago I started to, or maybe, maybe 2, 3. It's been about 2, 3 years I've been going through this transition. But a year and definitely this year, everything has started to connect for me. Like, and it started to become clearer. And now, like, one of the things that I've been talking about is that I am in this, I got connected to this community and I'm doing this kind of like school. It's not even school, but you could say experience workshop event that's for 3 months. And I'm connected. It's called the Magician's Table. And it was pretty much 36 people who all know that they are gifted in some way. We have people who are gifted astrologers who really know, who have taught themselves or just know, or are really good at understanding astrology and helping other people and helping predict, or helping other people know themselves and learn about their purpose and predicting events and blah 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 through astrology. And then we have tarot readers or oracle readers. Then we have intuitive readers who just don't need cards and they just intuitively get downloads. And that's one thing that I feel like I have. I don't know if I could like, if I will, what? Well, I'm not going to, I have a little bit of that. And that's what I was saying before I'm all over the place right now. So sorry. Hopefully keep up if I don't know, but we're trying to. I know I'm all over the place. I'm just excited. But yeah, that's one of the things I was going to say that I learned throughout my meditating every day, or mostly every day for the past like almost year, is like I started to get like these like downloads that told me, like, that guided me to what I need to do or things that I needed to hear. And so I would test it though, because I like to test it. I feel like you can't, there's not too much evidence. Okay. And so I'm like, okay, I heard, so I would write that in my journal, whatever thing. Sometimes it would just come up as random words or sentences. And then I would pull some cards. And when I started to realize that the cards that I pulled was matching up with the intuition, like the messages, the downloads that I was receiving, that's when I knew that you are tapping into your gifts. Not everybody is intuitive in their own ways. Everybody is gifted in their own ways. I am not special. The only thing different between me and other people who are walking around this world and don't even know that they have, obviously everybody has a heart. So you have an intuition. Everybody has their own guides, and God is still there for everybody, regardless if people are connected or not. It's just if you start to actually like work with it and tap into it, and you do that through meditating and being intentionally like trying to connect to it and all this stuff like that. So, or to connect to your gifts and connect to your whatever. It's like you becoming awakened or whatever, spiritually awakened, and that is like how you are able to connect to all your gifts and stuff. But anyway, so yeah, so there's intuitive people who just give you readings based off of downloads. There's people who do, like, there's witches, which I'm so excited. Like at first, once again, I was a whole different person before I like became more spiritually connected or awakened, because I used to work at this metaphysical store, and I promise I'm going to talk about the Sagittarius moon. I'm just like all over the place, but okay, this is the energy. I'm trusting. Sometimes I'm learning to trust what comes out of my mouth and just go for it, because that means that's what I needed to say that day. So when I used to work at the metaphysical store, which is a store that's like spiritual store, it offers like metaphysical tools, which are pretty much like tools people use for their spiritual practices: crystals, candles, incense, herbs, all that, books, journals, all the things. And then they had services there by intuitive practitioners who were legit, by the way, because sometimes people be scamming. These like palm readers and these like psychics, you gotta really discern. Something like people, I swear, people use everything. Like, people can alter everything. Even things that are good, people can use it as a way to like take advantage of people, or like get people's money and stuff like that. So anyways, you just have to be careful and just discern. And I say that by, yeah, you should never have to pay so much money to like know so much. I mean, sometimes certain things are going to be called like stuff that people are trained in, but most of the time, like, the answers are within ourselves. Now, it is helpful if you need some guidance on getting there, or maybe you need a different perspective or need extra guidance as you're already doing the work yourself. But if somebody's like literally taking all your money and telling you need this session and that session, and you need to come back 20,000 times, blah, 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 like, I don't know. Anyways, where am I? So yeah, the metaphysical store. So I will work there, and they had intuitive practitioners, and they had people. So they all did like their own things. Some people did Reiki. Some people did energy healing. Some people did chakra balancing. Some people did past life regressions. It was so, that experience is what caused me to become connected to my spirituality and spiritually awakened, and it was the best thing for me, because I always tell myself I feel like it's okay to learn about spirituality and stuff online, but once again, there's so many people that scamming you, and there's so many people who are like who are like imposters, I guess you would say, like people who don't really, who are given advice, but they may not be a good person to get advice from, but you know. So I just was happy. I feel like one of the things that I'm grateful for, and I have like not an advantage, but it's like helpful. Like, I'm happy that I was connected to that. I mean, I started working there not even for the reason of that, because I didn't know anything about spirituality or anything like that until I started working there. I just liked the place because I needed a job, and I liked this, like how it had a calming vibe to it. And I was like, oh, I just needed a job at the time that was like a calming area, and that because I was high on anxiety around that time. So I was just like, oh, this is cool. And they have essential oils. I like essential oils. I like meditating. They have that. That was the only two things I knew about. And yoga. But I didn't know anything about spirituality, and I didn't know that I was gonna be having this whole spiritual awakening and identity crisis and all this stuff that happened. And I would have never guessed. If you would have told me I was gonna be on camera talking about the freaking energy and connecting to your intuition, I would have literally like laughed at you, like, okay, sure. Like, I don't know. It's so weird how life happens. But anyways, okay. I have so much to talk about. Why am I ranting about this at this time? I guess it's needed for somebody to hear, I guess. But the point is, they had a bunch of things. But I was trying to say is there was this section that was dedicated to witchcraft. And I didn't know anything about that. Let's say I was the average person who people who don't have are not educated on like anything or spirituality, and they just have that they are only educated by the media, which is the worst portrayal of spirituality and does not know what the heck they're talking about. When I say like movies that show like witches and the witches are the bad guys, and they and like spiritual things that people use it in negative ways, and like people being possessed and all this stuff like that, that is not real spirituality. Okay, that's other bad stuff. I don't know, that's people playing with bad like the like not good energy, and that's not spirituality. Spirituality is all about being awakened, not playing with dark like evil stuff. Okay, that's a whole different kind of thing. And yeah, of course, you people can use anything for bad. That's what I was gonna say. Like even religion, there's people who use religion to justify their bad actions. Anyway, so yeah, so but I didn't know that at the time, so I would literally avoid going over the witchcraft area because I would be like, oh, like it gave me spooky vibes because that's all I knew, or that's what I was taught, until I started to learn the real that witchcraft is just working with the what do you call it? Working with the earth, working with the elements, fire, water. That's why they use herbs, and they manifest with herbs, literally, and they perform these rituals or like spells, and that's just helping them manifest, you know? So it's like these words that we heard in like scary movies that made us think this, when it's really like these people are just trying to you know, there's just another way of manifesting, another like spiritual practice, you know? And we all can pick and choose what identifies to us, you know? So, anyways, it's just a bunch of people who are gathering together, and we all are being taught or led by other people other practitioners or healers, or, you know, whatever you would call them, people who are gifted, who have been on this journey and who are, let's say, I guess, more developed and experienced, and they're meant to help guide us as like newbies, I guess you would say, who know we have a gift, and that who know we want to help use it to help others because it's helped us in our lives, but we don't really know how to go about it. We may not be confident in it, you know, we may have not had, you know, any examples of it to like help and guide us. So it's just going to help us, and then also it's supposed to be helping us develop deeper into our spirituality. We're going to be doing shadow work and a bunch of things that we get like homework to do. But one of the other exciting things is every week we get assigned to a different person, and we are going to be giving readings to each person of our own, whatever modality or whatever gift that we have. We're going to be doing that and helping and giving a reading to them to kind of help guide them in some way. And then after that, we come together and we like talk about like what we learned from each, like, you know, it's just like a cool concept. And it's kind of similar to something that I've been wanting to do, but not really. I mean, I kind of just want to create a group where, you know, we come together every week and we talk about like what happened throughout our weeks, and we connect it to our spiritual journey, and we connect it to the astrology. And, you know, for people who aren't into who are interested but are not like, who are still learning, I want to be able to help guide and help people as well. So I want that to be like I was gonna say like every Sunday we meet up, and it's a virtual like women's circle, or like a women, and you know, and part of me has been wanting just women, but then because I don't know, like, to be honest, men unfortunately like make there it's like complex, because I don't know how to trust if a man is like actually genuinely interested, or is he if he's just horny, you know? And it's okay if you're and not horny, but like if he just thinks you're attractive or whatever. And once again, I get it. You know, like there's no harm in that. I get it. You know, we all have our desires and stuff, but I don't really want to waste my time and like have somebody who's just wanting to like I don't know, stare at a bunch of beautiful women or something. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, you can do that, but for free. Like, that's where YouTube channels and social media is for. And whatever, you can do that all day long and come on here, because I don't know who subscribes to my channel or who watches. But like, when it comes to like actual things where we're gonna be sharing our lives and like being vulnerable, I'm just kind of torn between like, do I think I don't want to like venture off guys who may be genuinely on the same journey, but it seems like it'll be more of a sacred and safer space for us to be comfortable if it's all women. So I don't know, but that's my goal. I'm talking so much, and I'm not even talking about the thing that I meant to talk about. And I'm probably not gonna get to it today because I'm starting to get hungry. I do have to share though. Okay, so yeah, let's talk about what the moon in Sagittarius means and what you may be feeling. Let's get to that, shall we? Okay, so the moon is in Sagittarius, so that means that you may be feeling for the next. Actually, let's see how long the moon is in Sagittarius. I think the moon changes signs tomorrow night. Let me get my astrology planner that tells me about each transit or energy. Oh, on the 31st at 9:05 p.m. Pacific time. So yeah, tomorrow night the moon will enter into Capricorn. So this will be relevant when I'm going to tell you up until then. So I kind of just say like pay attention to like like what happens between now and then, and if this resonates with you. But from now until tomorrow night, you may, or now as in I'm recording this on March 30th at 1:39 p.m. Eastern time. Okay. And this also started last night. The moon changed. So you can also think back to, actually the moon has been in Sagittarius since 12:51 p.m. Pacific time. I always want to say specific time. On March 29th. So maybe also think back from yesterday if you experienced any of this. Okay, so with the moon in Sagittarius, you may feel more spontaneous. You may feel like doing something out of the ordinary, out of your normal routine. You may feel more optimistic about life, more hopeful, maybe more joyful, happy, and just more positive overall. Yesterday was Good Friday. That was crazy. That's on a moon in Sag. That was very good energy for that. You may want to be around people who are more lighthearted, or be in conversations or watch videos that are more lighthearted and not so serious. And maybe like it's funny or humorous. Because laughter during moon and Sag is very good energy. Like that's natural. Like you want to be like uplifted, your spirits to be uplifted. You may want to watch things that are funny, humorous, foreign, educational, has to do with astrology, philosophy. So you may end up watching a video. Like if you randomly clicked on this video during Sag moon, that makes sense, because I'm here talking about life and astrology and stuff. Or a YouTube or any other YouTube videos or movies or whatever. Sometimes even the music could be more of those vibes. You may feel like you don't want to be confined or held back in any way right now. Sagittarius love is freedom to be able to move and roam whenever they like. To be able to, that's what I just said. You may feel like you want to be able to roam freely and explore new things and new people. You may be interested in different people of this around this time too, because Sagittarius energy really are interested in people of like different cultures, races, ethnicities, that just like you like to be around different people and different cultures. Because you want to learn, you are fascinated. You don't like the like same, like you like different. You appreciate differences and stuff. You may want to travel to somewhere you've never been before, or I thought about this, and I'm like a homebody. I mean, I don't like to say I'm a homebody. I just am introverted, and I work from home, so I'm just kind of too comfortable with being home a lot. I would like to get out more, and that's my goal. And hopefully, this new spring season helps to get me out more, and everything. But then if you are naturally a homebody and that doesn't resonate with you, then you may want to travel, not like actually go travel, but you may find yourself like into a certain YouTube videos or social media videos or movies or shows that involves like a different culture, a different area, like a different like country, or something that's like different than your own culture, or something different like that. um and you may read something that teaches you something, or takes you on a new adventure or something like that. So those are just like examples, and I can go on and on, but those are kind of just some examples of like how you may be feeling. But the overall feeling is like you may be feeling more optimistic, more hopeful, more lighthearted, more like playful, or like not even playful, but more like you want freedom. You feel joyous. You're not taking life too seriously. You're not overthinking what you do. You're kind of just like doing whatever you feel like doing spontaneously, and everything like that. I think that I'm gonna leave it at that. I feel like I've been talking for a long time, and I need to go eat. I just had a reading today by the person that I got assigned with. Yesterday, I read that person. I want to talk to you guys more about it. Let's just say the point is, it went well. It went well. I learned some things. It was my first reading. It was only 30 minutes, and I wish that I would have made it longer. But I was so happy with it, and I'm proud of it. And the guy said that it really resonated with him, and we were talking back and forth, and I'm just so excited. Funny enough, that guy is a Sagittarius rising. So literally, I had when the moon was in Sagittarius. Of course, my first person that I ever would like read my first reading would be a Sagittarius rising. Plus, it connected with me because my boyfriend is a Sagittarius rising, so I know about Sagittarius rising. Matter of fact, Sagittarius energy, I know this energy really well. Okay, but yeah, it was just interesting. And then Sagittarius, the moon, sorry. So yeah, the moon is in my ninth house because Sagittarius rules my ninth house. Ninth house has to do with higher education, high learning or teaching. It could, once again, I said astrology. Ninth house is also like the house of Sagittarius, but anyways, naturally it is. But anyways, reverse. I don't know who's all into astrology. I don't want to confuse people. But yeah, it has to do with philosophy and everything like that. So it just made sense that I'm giving my first astrology reading on a Sagittarius moon that is in my ninth house, and it's by a Sagittarius rising. Fucking connections on connections on fucking connections. And I don't curse often. I just feel recently I've been really in a cursy mood. I've always been that kind of person that was like, you can use different words. You don't have to curse, which I still believe. I believe, the most intellectual. No, that's not true. I won't say that. But you don't need to curse to express a feeling. But sometimes, I don't know. I just been feeling like a freaking badass. And I don't know. It's the Aries energy in me. I just been feeling like, I don't know, like tapping into my Rihanna bad gal energy. Okay. She's an Aries rising, I believe. She has Aries moon too. Why do I know this? Because I'm an astrology girl, okay? And there's a site where you can look at celebrities' birth charts. Am I a creep? Maybe. But I'm pretty sure some celebrities do the same thing who are into astrology. Don't even try it. Don't even try it. You can't judge people because you guys secretly do the same things in your own way and do creepy things in your own way. So don't even. There's no perfect person in this world. Anyways, yeah. So, and also yesterday I ate. I've been on this 40-day vegan fast or raw vegan fast. I still have to do a video about it. Yesterday I ate some food for the first time and I literally almost had an orgasm while I was eating. Like, I'm not even freaking lying. When I tell you, I've never been a person that literally like moaned when they were eating. I just felt like it was so amazing. I was in heaven. I was floating. I was floating. It was a great experience. That is truly being grateful for food right there. Not to say I haven't been grateful, but anyways, that's another thing. All right, let's close this out. At the end of all my videos, I like to pull an oracle card for myself. But if it resonates with you guys, then great. If it doesn't, then that's fine. So let's do it. Oh wait, dang it! I have to go grab them. Let me pull my skirt down. I have a skirt on under this. Let me go grab them, but I have to not show my. Okay. All right, we got a message. Exercise your vibe. Spirit wants me to exercise. Okay. Okay. This is meaning, this is like, you know what this is telling me? Which I feel like this is true. I have a lot of energy right now. Today, I just feel very like energized. Like, to the point where I have so much energy exerting out of me. I just feel like I want to talk. Like, that's why I'm talking a lot. When I'm happy and I have a lot of energy, I talk a lot. But this is, spirit is telling me that I need to like, I have a lot of energy within me, which is great. Um, oh, you know what? Frick! Guess what? Okay, so this is giving me a very much like fire energy. I am an Aries moon. This is the sun is in Aries. Mercury is in Aries. The moon is in Sagittarius. All this fire energy, okay? So yeah, so my moon is already a fire moon. I'm already a passionate person. On top of it being in Sag, Ju- Jupiter rules Sagittarius. So Jupiter is expanding, joyful. Um it's like you want to like you're feeling like really good, high on life energy type of thing. And then with my Aries moon of being passionate, and I'm passionately talking about it's in my ninth house, and I'm passionate about the like life and learning and astrology and blah blah blah. And oh my gosh, do you guys see the connections? The connections. But yeah, I just feel so that no wonder I feel like very like very like energized right now, but but also happy and stuff. So I have a lot of energy in my body. So the spirit, this is making me feel like spirit is telling me like, girl, you got a lot of energy, which is great. Love that for you. But it'll be beneficial for you to like workout, like, you know, like dance or like do some yoga, move that energy so you can like, because sometimes we can be overly like stimulated, or too much of something is always can be overwhelming, you know. So right now, for me to kind of move that energy and feel like good in this energy, to really work that Mars and that Jupiter energy that I'm feeling, some exercise would be good. So I receive that. I'll receive that, and I'm gonna do that. So thank you, Spirit. Also, I guess I can read. Let me read the book really quick, because also I like to try to give my own interpretation to practice, you know, but then I like to read the book as well. So let me go get the book as well. I mean, gosh, I have to keep getting up, and I don't want to edit this video because I'm trying not to edit these videos. I want it to be like raw, but I don't want to just expose my lady parts. I was gonna call it something else. One sec. Okay, so on my squeaky floor right now, I can't. Okay, it says there's too much static in the air to move ahead right now. Get back to the earth and get grounded. I mean, sweat. A good dose of physical exercise gets your energy flowing in one direction, upward, to higher levels of vibration, and it keeps you from getting in your own way. Your brain is working overtime. Yeah, like your spirit has been spotted leaving the premises of your body. By exercising, you quiet your overreactive mind. Oh wow. By exercising, you quiet your overreactive mind chatter, which is what I feel, but it's literally mind and actual mouth chatter because I'm talking to you guys. Um and call your spirit back. Only then can you begin to hear your angels and guides who are patiently waiting to offer guidance for your present challenges. Shifting your energy from a mental to a physical focus through exercise will jumpstart not only your physical sense, but your creativity as well, especially if you're stuck. So, if you want to access your vibes, give your mind a break and get the lead out. Once you do, notice how negative energy leaves your body and your ideas. Aha! Solutions suddenly leap to your mind. The universe is always broadcasting creative and positive guiding vibrations to you. Exercise changes your frequency so that you can access this source of inspiration better and put it to use. Wow, thank you, Spirit. Okay. Or thank you, God. I always don't know whether to say God or Spirit. Both are fine. But I received that. I feel like that too. I feel like I'm too wired to like do the things that I need to do. Like I have to, and it is kind of making me feel stuck because it's like I don't know. I just feel too wired, and I feel like I have so much to do, and it's like I don't really know where to start or whatever. I do have a vlog that I'm gonna be putting together. I've vlogged this whole week, so I'm going to be finally doing my first official living astrology video because living astrology is my series of taking you guys along my life and showing how the astrology plays out. How does it look? Okay, like examples from a person. This is an example. It doesn't mean you're gonna identify like it's gonna be like that for you, but just an example of what does it look like when you're living with when you're living the astrology of being on a spiritual journey and connecting and using astrology, and how does that play out in your life and stuff. And then oh yeah, so that's what I said. I need to do that vlog today, and I haven't been able to edit it. Well, because I did my reading this morning, which is maybe why I'm so like up in the air because it made me tap into my like imagination, and maybe I'm too up. Like I need to get grounded. Dang, that's so true. Maybe I'm too like, and that is very Moon and Jupiter too. Like you are very like outward focused and fire with a lot of fire, and I'm already an air sign. Like I do need some grounding right now. So thank you. Okay, that's so true. See, this is what I would do if I wasn't on camera. Like I just go ahead and like talk and like but yeah, I promise I didn't snort anything or anything. I'm just like high on life right now. And apparently I need to come down or be more grounded so I can get shit done. Get the things I need to get done today done. Be productive. Okay. This was fun. I really enjoy these videos. I hope, sorry. I'm not freaking sorry for burping, okay? I have to do this. This is a natural bodily function, okay? And I don't edit these videos. This is real time. Not real time, but this is like authentic, you know? Supposed to be cutting everything. Okay, and not cutting anything out. But what was I gonna say? This is really fun. I enjoy these videos, to be honest. This feels like me just being me. And for the longest, I have like tried to put out videos that I think will be like perfectly crafted for this type of person. And I realized, and I've known this, that I need to start just putting out videos of me being me so I can attract people who actually like me being me, not the perfected me. So I do like astrology videos, and I'm probably going to try to not do that much edits on my astrology videos and just show stuff, because I don't want to portray the perfect me. I want to portray the imperfect me just as I am, so I can, the imperfect but authentic me. And whoever likes it, then they like it, and that means that they're liking me, not the version of myself that I'm trying to put out. And I hope that for you too, in your personal lives. And if you enjoy these videos, please like them, because that shows me that you like the video. I look at all that. I pay attention to whenever I have likes. I pay attention to whenever I have a new subscriber. I see that my subscribers are like slowly inching here. And that makes me so excited, even though I'm not attached to it. I don't want to get obsessed to views and, and all that. But I do want to say that I notice, especially if anybody comments. Now, if you comment, you're really trying to be a friend, or you're really trying to be, especially if it's a relevant comment and you're being genuine and something really, connected to you or something. Like, I want that. I want to be able to start like people asking questions and do a segment on these where I answer questions, and like I have even big ideas of like, and this is more that I want to do on my Patreon, but I want to bring other people who are like-minded, or have the same values as me, and have conversations with them like on camera, not you coming to my house. I'm we got it, but like us getting on Zoom and having conversations and me posting it, and I just want to get connected to all the spiritual and astrology girlies who are authentic, because there's a lot of people portraying, like, again, the perfect version of themselves and not being real. I want the authentic, real, genuine, loving, kind, loyal, supportive, all that, happy, energy. So yeah, open to that. Feel free, don't be shy to comment or message me on any of my social medias or anything like that if you genuinely will want to have a conversation, and like, just like connect as two free-spirited, open-minded people. I'm in that time in my life where I'm open to receiving what the universe has to offer, and all the connections. This was fun. I'll see you guys. I'm not going to be posting tomorrow. I try to give myself like a day or two to, like, especially on the weekends, usually on Saturdays and Sundays, especially on Sundays. But Saturdays and Sundays are usually the days where I don't really like to like post as much. Like these update, like I'm not going to do my video journals on Sundays. Let's just say that. That will be the specific day where I take my break. And then in the future, that'll be also my day where I do my Patreon meetups. So I'm trying to respect my Sundays and not do. But on Monday, we will start back with the Monday, April 1st is happening, and we're going to be entering into Mercury retrograde, and that is going to be so cool to see, like, to share what my experiences during Mercury retrograde. Oh my goodness. And help you guys do your experience. If you have any questions or anything, like, don't be shy here, okay? My Aries moon is like not like, I can be a little scary to some people because unless you are fire and you get it, but but anyways, yeah. I'm done talking. I'm gonna go and eat and then get some exercise, and I'm gonna edit that vlog so I can get it out to you guys soon. Hopefully, I'm gonna try to get it posted by tomorrow, by the end of tomorrow. Okay, so be on the lookout for that. Much love, and I will see you either tomorrow on my vlog or Monday on another video journal. And I will be, yeah, that's it. Bye.